This video is made possible by the support of Grim Dark Terrain, our generous Patreons at Team Titanicorn, and kindly viewers like you.
So hello and welcome my fellow Princeps and Moderati. Let me welcome you to this State of Affair video. It is December 2021 and it is time for a wrap up with Team Titanicorn. I am dizzy and I want to talk about the past weeks and months, the actual projects and the future ideas so that we can work on those. First and foremost, the obvious, let me thank you to all you Patreons out there. You are awesome people and your donation keep this whole thing running. Kinda, due to the donation we could buy 3 additional battery packs, an additional charging station for those battery packs so that the battle report recording is way smoother. We could buy those 2 soft boxes with the blue and the orange light for more of a scenic view, and if we switch out to white light, better lighting on the gaming table. So thank you for this, you are awesome. The next thing regarding the Patreons is the Patreon Legio. Some while ago I started a poll to ask you if you like to get a Patreon Legio where we discuss all these which maniple, which rules to use, which weapon, which titan with you, so that there is a kind of studio Patreon Legio that players can use that want to play with us here at the studio but are not able to bring their own miniatures cause they don't got the miniatures, or they got only a knightly household, want to play titans, or maybe get problems to bring their miniatures to here, Germany, Dortmund, and just want to record a battle report with us. So there is the idea to bring a loyalist Legio, and if you want to take part in the discussion which Legio and which maniple to max out all these rule shenanigans and the weapons, you could write it down in the comments below, so that over the next weeks and months we can work out the battle roster, the battle force, and then we can start buying those miniatures, building them up, painting them, and bringing them to you with a battle report. So this is the part with the Legio, the Patreon Legio. Then in the last weeks we were at Adeptus Stammtisch in Hildesheim, Germany, and we recorded a battle report for that channel on German and another one with 1850 points for this channel coming up very soon, Legio Furian versus Legio Mortis, and I prefer to go there again and play some more games with them cause the process of filming, of recording, and the whole game thing was very much fun, and there are lovely people, so I hope we can visit them again, or they come down here to Dortmund. This is roughly about 2.5 hours of a car ride, so it is in a reasonable distance to get some videos done. And for those things, Patreon is an addition to get our cars running and pay for maybe a hotel when we stay overnight and something like this. So I want to keep it all very transparent where your money goes if you like to support us. So there are battle reports upcoming on Adeptus Stammtisch German channel, and on this, stay tuned for this. I keep you updated on Patreon and maybe on Instagram, where you can find the links all below, Patreon, Instagram, and all these shenanigans. Maybe I link the Adeptus Stammtisch YouTube channel there if I remember this while editing the video. So the actual thing is something I want to show you here on a turntable action. This is the idea to bring some more variation to the gaming table with Adeptus Titanicus, and so I did the hilarious thing and started a Tyranid force with 5 Warhound equivalents. So the Hierophant Titans are roughly the size of the Warhound, and you see one on the turntable here. In addition, the Barbed and Scythed Hierodules and 2 Exocrine, so that I can field a Igneous Light Maniple, 5 Hierophant Titans, in addition with the Barbed Hierodules that should be proxies for Cerastus Knight Acheron, and an additional banner of Cerastus Knight Lancer that would be the Scythed Hierodules, and then an additional banner of the Acasus Knight Astreos or Porphyrion that would be the Exocrine that you will see on the turntable soon. This is a total fun project, and I want to ask you, what do you think about this idea? I keep in mind that it's just a proxy force. There are no additional rules that we made up. It's just like we play this Igneous Maniple with Warhounds, play them Traitor, and add some of the mutation stuff and war gear options to give them more of a flavor, so that all the Hierophant Titans, also known as Warhound Scout Titans, are equipped with the Inferno Gun and the Mega Bolter. So this is kind of a Venom Spear and a monstrous Stinger Salvo in the game. And we could add something like the Demonic Bile upgrade for an additional shooting attack from the mouth. This is something like a saliva attack, and then there could be something like this Imperium Shroud, where it is like a spore cloud around the Hierophant Titan that he can't be shoot at that good, so that there is a little bit more of flavor. So we want to know, what do you think about this idea, and is it maybe a possibility to bring up some Orc Titans very soon? If not, Games Workshop or Forge World bring us rules for those forces in the future, because I think we are nearly at the Siege of Terra, and maybe after this they could go on with the narrative with the Beast Arises, the part after the Scouring, where there is a great Orc war, or they can go to the old Ulanur place, which is Armageddon, and get the third war of Armageddon with the orcs and more imperial stuff, and something like this. So if they don't get this far in the narrative and expand the game on this, how do you think would the orc forces been played on the table? There I think something about the Gargans and Mecha Gargans, like the Reaver Titan proxies with all the additional Dakar guns, the Gatling Blasters, the Vulcan Mega Bolters, and that you can play the hilarious games with Daka, and the rapid fire of the bolter meant something. So this is an idea, an actual idea, which we are working on, this Tyranid force, and maybe an idea for the future, this Orky force. You can tell us what you think about. And you can tell us what you think about expanding the system count. We got right now one system. This is Adeptus Titanicus, and maybe we want to go into another specialist system, because I found some awesome STLs for 3D printing. And the first thing I thought was, hey, maybe our viewers like this to get more of a narrative campaign thingy running. This would be the Battlefleet Gothic game from far in the past, where you could do this space and interstellar battle with the Imperial Navy, the Chaos Forces, Heretics, or really Space Marine Chaos Forces. There are maybe Elder Tyranids and stuff like this. And with the addition of Battlefleet Gothic, we could, turntable thing with some of my 3D prints here right now, we could possibly get a more of a campaign flavor thing, where maybe a fleet need to pick up Titans, fly over to the next moon or planet in the system, get the Titans dropped there, and on the way there is an interstellar battle between, maybe keeping the Tyranid force in mind, maybe between the Imperial Navy or some auxiliary or additional Space Marine ground cruisers with some of the Hive fleet thingies, cause I got the Apocalypse, the Micro Apocalypse or Epic 40k Emperor's Children army in hand, so that it all combines together to a large campaign thing, and we could have fun with those. So maybe a cruiser that houses a Warhound and a Reaver Titan is shot down and or not shot down, crippled, and the deployment in the next Adeptus Titanicus game could be delayed. So this would be a nice thing to add to our Adeptus Titanicus games, and maybe bring you more battle reports, or in this case dogfight scenarios with Battlefleet Gothic. We want to work ourselves into these systems, and this could be a nice way to bring you more content with Team Titanicorn and not focus only on Adeptus Titanicus. But Adeptus Titanicus is that good. If you don't like it, we are fine with this. Cause next thing for the future is our larger Titans. My Iconoclast Titan and an additional Warmaster Heavy Battle Titan just arrived. I built those miniatures and they are so gorgeous. The next thing to do is beat up the armor panels of those two machines, cause they should be corrupted Titans with some chaos icons, and like I did it on Vias Mortis with these beaten up, rusted armor panels, something like this, and a little bit of a Nurgle vibe, cause I work on the next logo for our channel with our trustworthy artist. It would be the Princeps Chaoticorn, and not to spoil too much, there will be a stark Nurgle vibe there, because I think my main Legio Furian should be under the patronage of Nurgle. So many words, many ideas, and many things that we need to do. Silent is working on his Iconoclast for Legio Vulpa, and I'm a bit scared of this machine, because we can keep in mind that boosted he can go up to 6 inches with the new Vulpa Wargear options, the Shikarian Conduits, I think it's called. It could add 2 inches, so it's 8 inches, and with maybe a corrupted Titan with distorted form, it can go up to 9 inches, and then once you trigger this Unbridled Hatred, you can add additional 2 inches. So in one round, this model could walk up to 11 inches for a Warmaster Iconoclast Titan. This is very scary, and I like to see this one in a battle report very soon. If you like to see our battle reports and got suggestions what we should play in the next game of Adeptus Titanicus, if we should keep up with these proxy forces with the Tyranids and maybe the Orcs, if we should dive into Battlefleet Gothic, please write your suggestions down in the comments below, so that we can talk and discuss together what would be the next step. I thank you for your time listening to my rambling, and the next thing would be some recommended videos and the list of our actual patrons. Thank you for this, and as always, thank the Grimdark Terrain for supporting us with their awesome STLs for the scenery pieces on the gaming table. So this is all for today. Keep on wargaming, and Dizzy Finger out.